Hello everyone, welcome back to Atreyu Crochet. So it is still hat season and I am still crocheting matching hats to the scarves that I made last season. In today's video I'll be showing you yet another beautiful pattern with this hat that will match an accompanying scarf. Let's begin. Things you will need include some yarn, just a regular medium 4 yarn. Okay, you won't need the entire skein. Medium 4 calls for 5 or 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. I'm going to be using a J 5.75 millimeter because of my tension, so it's just a little bit larger. You will also need a pair of scissors. You need a couple of stitch markers. I have 4, but you only need 2. And then a darning, weaving, tapestry needle. Let's begin. So we're going to start out with a slip knot. Take your yarn, wrap it around your finger, twist, exchange, and wrap it around your finger in that direction. We're going to pull this one over that one and off the finger while lifting up on the one on your finger. Insert your crochet hook into the loop and then pull to tighten. We're going to start out by chaining 4. If you're a beginner, you've never made a chain, here you go. Yarn over and then pull that through the loop that's on your crochet hook. And you just made a chain. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, we're going to go back to this very first chain that we made and we're going to put 10 double crochets in there. So, to make a double crochet, you will yarn over. And as I said, go back to that first chain you made, insert your crochet hook in there. And now, yarn over it again and pull through to the front. That's going to give you 3 loops on your crochet hook. 1, 2, 3. We will yarn over, go through 2. 1, 2. And then yarn over and go through the remaining 2. 1, 2. We're going to take one of those stitch markers and we're going to place it on the top of that double crochet that we just made. By the way, you'll notice that by us putting this double crochet in that first chain of those 4 initial chains, that left us with 3 chains. Okay, those 3 chains do not count as a stitch and they will never count as a stitch in today's pattern. All right, I said we need to put 10 of those into that first chain, so let me show you how to make another one. Yarn over, go back into that very first chain, same place. Yarn over, pull through to the front for 3 loops, yarn over, go through 2, 1, 2, yarn over, go through 2, 1, 2. I'll meet you once I have my 10 double crochet. And just like that, I have my 10 double crochet made. We're going to find that chain 3 that doesn't count as a stitch. And we're going to slip stitch into the 3rd chain up. So 1, 2, 3. It's the 3rd chain up. And then just yarn over and pull all the way through. So even though it doesn't count as a stitch, we're going to use that chain 3 at the beginning or at the end of every round to slip stitch into, okay, to connect the circle. So our round 1, which is what we just completed, has 10 stitches. Round 2 is going to have 20 stitches because we're going to put 2 stitches in every stitch around. We will start out by chaining 3, 1, 2, 3, which doesn't count as a stitch. And then we've marked the first stitch with the red stitch marker. So in there, we're going to put 2 double crochet. Yarn over, slice the icing out the top of the cake. Yarn over, pull through to the front, make your first double crochet. Okay, now we have to go in there and put 1 more. Yarn over, go back in there and make a second. By the way, you can take out that red stitch marker and put it on the first double crochet that we made right after that chain 3. And now we're just going to continue putting 2 double crochet in every stitch around. I'll show you one more time. Here's the next one. Slice the icing off the top of the cake and make your double crochet. And then go back in there and do it again. I'll see you once I have all 20 stitches made, not counting that chain 3. See you there. So we're now back around. We're going to find the chain 3 and slip stitch into the 3rd chain up. 1, 2, 3. Enter and then yarn over and pull all the way through. And that's round 2. Let's start round 3 by chaining 3. 1, 2, 3. Does not count as a stitch. The pattern for this round will be 1, 2, meaning the first stitch will put 1, the next stitch or second stitch will put 2. So the first stitch here is the one with the red stitch marker. Yarn over, because we're still making double crochet, slice the icing off top of the cake, and make your double crochet. Then we'll pause, take out the stitch marker, and put it on that double crochet that we just made. So that's the 1. In that stitch, it got the 1, and now in the next stitch, the 2, it's going to get 2 stitches. Right here, slice the icing off the top of the cake, and make your 2 double crochet. 1 back in there for 2. And then we just repeat that pattern. The next stitch, which is there, will get 1. And then the next stitch, which is there, will get 2. Back in there for 2. I'll meet you once I get around to the chain 3 and stitch marker. I'm now down to my last 2. Next one gets 1, and the final one gets 2. You're always going to end on the 2 with this pattern for these increase rounds. All right, to the chain 3, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch into that top chain, and then we chain 3, 1, 2, 3 to start round 4. I'm going to do one more increase round. If you need to make yours bigger, then just continue adding a 1 like I'm about to show you. So the first round, round 1, was just 1. That was the pattern. We put 1 into that chain 10 times. The second round, the pattern was 2, meaning we put 2 stitches in every stitch around, okay? The third round, which we just completed, the pattern was 1, 2, so we put a 1 before that 2. So 1, 2. So first stitch got 1 double crochet, second stitch got 2 double crochet, and we repeated that pattern. Now, I said if you want to continue increasing the diameter, continue with these increase rounds, then you just add another 1. If the previous round was 1, 2, that means the pattern for this round is 1, 1, 2. All right? So that means the first stitch, which has the stitch marker, we'll get 1 double crochet, and we'll take it out and put it on the double crochet that we just made. So 1, 1, 2, so that got 1. The next one will also get 1. And then that third one there is going to get 2. Back in there for 2. Once again, the next one will get 1. The next one after that will get 1. And that third one will get 2. Back in there for 2. Okay, so you see 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. I'll meet you at the chain 3. One more iteration of the pattern. 1, next stitch, 1, next stitch, and final stitch, 2. Remember I told you with this pattern you're always going to end on the 2. Find the chain 3, slip stitch into the third chain up. Okay, and there's my diameter. Beautiful. So I'm going to make a small hat. The way you know that you no longer need to continue with your increase rounds is you need to fit the diameter on the crown of the head of the person that you're making it for. Once this fits the crown of the head, then I can cease with my increase rounds. All right, so if you need to go larger, the next round you would add another 1. So this round was 1, 1, 2. The next one would be 1, 1, 1, 2. So 3 1s in the 2. The one after that would be 4 1s in a 2, and so on. All right. So here is what we're going to do, you guys. We're going to start the pattern, a new pattern. So in this first stitch, we're going to put a single crochet. So I'll just slice the icing off the top of the cake and make a single crochet. Then we'll take that out and put it on the single crochet now. And in that same stitch, we're going to put a bean stitch. So yarn over, inner, yarn over, pull through to the front, and you have 3 loops on your crochet hook. Yarn over, go back in there, yarn over, pull through to the front, You're going to have 5 loops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops on your crochet hook. Then you're going to yarn over and go through all 5 loops. All right, and then we're going to repeat that. So skip the next stitch, go on the one thereafter and put a single crochet. With single crochet, we don't yarn over, we just enter the stitch, slice the icing off the top of the cake, yarn over, pull through to the front for 2 loops. Now we yarn over and go through 2. Now we need to go right back in there and put the bean stitch. To make a bean stitch again, you yarn over, you go into that same stitch, and you yarn over and pull through to the front. That gives you 3 loops. You yarn over, now you have 4 loops on your crochet hook. Re-enter that same stitch one more time, and yarn over, pull through to the front, and now you have your 5 loops on your crochet hook. Yarn over, go through all 5. Skip the next stitch, go into the one thereafter, single crochet, and then go back in there and make a bean stitch. Skip the next stitch, go into the one thereafter, single crochet, and then make your bean stitch in that same stitch that you put that single crochet. And you're going to start to get this pattern. I'll meet you once we get back to that stitch marker. See you there. So I'm back around almost. I have one more stitch. In that one stitch, I'm just going to put a single crochet. Say you had 2 stitches left, then you would just skip one and then put the single crochet in the final one. In that final stitch, you only put a single crochet. Okay. Now we're going to take another stitch marker and put it on that final single crochet. Now we're going to find the first stitch of the round. It has the red stitch marker, and we're going to slip stitch into that stitch. So just slice the icing off the top of the cake, yarn over, pull all the way through. Chain 1. And now we're going to commence with our turning rounds. So we're going to turn our work this way. And in this first stitch, which is a single crochet, we're going to go in there and make a single crochet like that. We're going to take out that stitch marker. It's served its purpose. And we're going to put it on that single crochet that we just made. And then in that same stitch, we're going to put the bean stitch. So we're continuing with that pattern. Yarn over, go through all 5. And now we start working the pattern again. So skip the next stitch, which is the bean stitch, go into the one thereafter, which is the single crochet. And we put a single crochet. And then we go back in there and make the bean stitch. So basically every single crochet is going to get the single crochet bean stitch combination from here on out. So it's very easy. Just find the gap, which is the single crochet, make your single crochet, and then go back into that same gap and make your bean stitch. Doesn't get much easier than that. Gap, single crochet, bean stitch, gap, single crochet, bean stitch, gap, single crochet, bean stitch, and so on and so forth. Continue in this fashion, and I'll meet you once we get to the red stitch marker. All right, here's the bean stitch, and then here's the single crochet, the final single crochet. Remember, in the final stitch for these rounds now, we just go in there and we only make a single crochet, and that's how we're going to end every round, with just a single crochet. So we'll take out the red stitch marker now and put it on the final single crochet. And now we're going to find the first stitch of the round, which has the pink stitch marker on it, and slip stitch. So slice the icing off the top of the cake, yarn over, pull all the way through. Chain 1. Turn your work, and then we just start it all over again. Here's the first single crochet. It has the stitch marker, so we go in there, put a single crochet. We take out the stitch marker, put it on that single crochet that we just made. And now we go back in there to put the bean stitch. Gap, single crochet, bean stitch. Gap, single crochet. See how easy this is? Bean stitch, gap, single crochet, bean stitch. And this works up very fast. So make sure you do an even number of these single crochet bean stitch rounds for the full look. And I'll show you an example of a larger hat that I made using this pattern. But yeah, you'll just continue doing this for how many ever rounds you want. Obviously that's going to depend on how long, how deep you want the hat to be and the fit that you're going for. Okay. And yeah, I'm gonna let you guys fly. I'll check back in when it's time to wrap up this video. All right, I'll see you there. All right, in my final round, I have put the single crochet in the final stitch. And remember, you always end with the single crochet. In that final stitch, you do not put the bean stitch. Now I search for the first stitch of the round. There it is. And I'm going to slip stitch. Now I'm going to chain one and cut my yarn and fasten off. I can take out the stitch markers now. They've served their purpose. And now I'm going to turn this around, and I like to pull the tail to the inside. So what I do is I just go through a couple of loops like that. Then I yarn over and pull through. And then I chain one. And that causes the yarn to tend to the inside, and then I cut it down, and that serves as my tag for my hat. I always know where the back of the hat is. And this is the tutorial, guys. Isn't this beautiful? Wow, love that pattern. It's going to match very well with the scarf, okay? And the good thing about this pattern is that it is reversible. I don't know if you guys can see, but the top, you know, you're looking at the front of the stitches. But if you wanted to, you could always turn it inside out, pull this tail on the inside and weave it in. And on this side, at the top of the hat, you're looking basically at the back of the stitches, and it's a different pattern, okay? But you still basically have that same pattern down below, which matches the scarf. So it's up to you. I think I like the pattern where you're looking at the front of the stitches, and then it just opens up to that beautiful pattern. Now I told you that I would show you the larger version, okay? So here it is. All right, different color, but once again, same pattern. And there it is, and this is what it looks like on the other side. So once again, you can see it gives a slightly different look when you're looking at the backs of the stitches, but basically that same pattern below. So you have options, okay? With this one, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 increase rounds, and I think in this final round it was what? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 ones. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it was 4 ones and then a 2. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 increase rounds. With the small one, I only did 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I started that pattern. Okay, so you guys, as always, you have options. Okay, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. If you want to see more matching hat and scarf videos, check out the playlist above. If you want to see more hat tutorials, then check out the description box. And if you want to see more content from me in general, then consider subscribing. I'll see you guys in the next one. Happy crocheting!